Yeah, look, yesterday was pretty nuts. I'm seeing it written about in Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg. I still think people are missing it because, look, smart people writing about it, but they truly don't get it when I see them saying it's a mall-based retailer without even digging in past that. And when I see that, I know they haven't dug in. But you're right. Yesterday, the price action was insane. Clearly, Melvin got squeezed out in some capacity, point 72 SAC. Who knows what was going on behind the scenes? They recapitalized them with this 275 billion. I personally believe they are out of the short side of the trade. I have no insight into that. I would assume that was part of the structuring of the agreement. But again, that's just my speculation. Clearly, there is still a massive short interest in the stock. If we go by what Ortex, what S3 partners are putting out in their daily updates, it appears that, look, I can appreciate why people think it's an attractive short at this price point, given where the price was. But I would caution anyone who's simply looking at the run up in the chart. That shouldn't be the only reason you enter a short trade. You need to consider the broader context. I know JC did a great job. I enjoy listening to what he has to say, but price isn't the only thing. And you need to understand that just because price has run up in this particular case doesn't mean there's nothing to it. So yeah, I was able to sell a little bit. Yesterday at 125, I sold a small tranche. At 140, I sold a small tranche. I sold a bunch of covered calls in the remainder of my position yesterday. Implied volatility on the weeklies were over 700%. It was nuts. And I was fortuitous. I sold a lot of it when the price was near that peak, those covered calls, but I've bought all of those covered calls back this morning. In hindsight, I should have bought them back yesterday in the afternoon after the drawdown, because I don't know what's going to happen next. No one does. But I think there's too much fervor to hold this thing down. See, come on. He's obviously on the GME gang now, and I saw that one of the Winklevosses was asking for information. I tried to tweet at him, gmedd.com, because look, people still completely deride and just poo-poo all of the long investors who've been in this for a long time. It was initially a deep value play. There's deep fucking value from Reddit, who's now been cited in mainstream media a few times. He's made, at this point, tens of millions of dollars off the trade, off of, I think it was initially 100,000 or so investment. And good for him. He's a great guy. We've had some conversations in the past, and I've enjoyed participating in his Roaring Kitty stream over the months. But this is a deep value thesis that is warping into something a little bit differently. But at its core, that's what got me invested and got a lot of us invested, digging beneath the surface, doing the due diligence. It's not just looking at the price action, but looking at the fundamentals, looking at what's going on behind the scenes. So pretty exciting.